Good afternoon, we are live from the Stadium of Light where Sunderland host Crystal Palace in Barclays WSL 2. Looking to get an early goal here. Larkin was just dragged back there. Aaron Ford wasn't too happy with the challenge, cynical in his view. Looks as though it might be a little bit too far out to go for goal, but we've seen from the duo before that they've got the quality to at least test the goalkeeper Demi Lambourne. He's going to be allowed to feed it into the penalty area. Wicked bounce and push just past the upright. Hearty mouth time there for Demi Lambourne. Howard struck it well. She scored early on last time out against Ipswich. Couldn't divert it the right side of the uprights. Sharp. Bowling's a good one. Across goal. Could be a chance. Scuffed effort. Larkin was in an offside position as she came back to try and get involved there. The flag does go up. That was a real opening for Crystal Palace. Here come the Eagles once more. Edge of the area, there's a shot. And there is the opener. Blanchard with the effort. Edge of the D. Catches Lambourne out, couldn't get down quick enough. And how big could that goal be in the race for the top two? Early opener for Palace, Sunderland 0, Crystal Palace 1. Blanchard again. Ball threaded through the middle. Here's Larkin, cross comes shot to the far post, Bearden squeezes it home. There's a second that Palace also wanted. They've had to withstand some pressure in recent moments. But Ashley Bearden fires home at the far post. And now the Eagles really starting to show their class. Larkin again. Can she find the cross? This time wants to cut back. Bearden's there once more. Meets it with the head and somehow doesn't divert it into the back of the net. Smart play from Howard to feed it in towards Larkin, who's already set Bearden up once in this one. Couldn't do so at the second occasion. Good bit of possession for the Black Cats as they look to shift the ball forward again. Could be an opportunity here into the penalty area. This to pull it back. And the deficit is halved. Katie Watson with the perfect start to the second half for Sunderland. Marauding run forward through the centre of the field. Wrong foots Yanez, and in a flash, Sunderland are right back in this one. It'll also bring Crystal Palace on level points with Birmingham, who ahead of this had a 12 better goal difference. That's been slashed by 3 as it stands, as it could be a chance here for Sunderland. Palace switched off at the back there, not the best ball towards Yanez, who was forced just to try and lever it away. Dale was lurking. Cannons off the Sunderland number 9. Sunderland on the attack. The shot takes a kind deflection. Yanez can eventually collect. Not the most convincing from Palace when they're trying to play it from the back, and they could have given possession up here. Down the touchline it goes. Collected by Larkin, who's been at the heart of everything good that Crystal Palace have done in this one. Here she comes again. Menacing ball drilled across the ground in the 6-yard area. But again, good defending. This time it's Westrup who sticks out the boot to clear it downfield. They are guaranteed a place in the top 3 and at least a promotion playoff to look forward to. As they come forward, looking to wrap it up here. Larkin, one to beat, squeezes it home, does she? Comes off the post. Looked as though it was going to nestle in the bottom corner. Brilliant save down to Demi Lambourne's right. Just gets enough on it. The noise you can hear is coming from the Palace fans. 2 different halves of football. One where Palace dominated, the other while they were on the back foot, but ultimately they finished on top. Now Sharp by the corner flag. Shields the ball, and that will be that. And just listen to what it means to Crystal Palace. The race for promotion blown wide open. 3 teams in the top 3 on 41 points. Birmingham City lose. Crystal Palace win thanks to goals from Annabelle Blanchard and Ashley Vaden. Crystal Palace move up to second in the table. 41 points, same as Birmingham, above them on goal difference. Same as Charlton, below them on goal difference. Charlton still to play this evening, and Crystal Palace now may just start to believe.
Joe, 3 points, which at least guarantees a top 3 finish. What did you make of today?
Yeah, I think it was the old tale of two halves, really. I think we was flying first half. We came out extremely lively and positive, creating many chances. We said at half time that it can be a sticky scoreline, 2-0. We thought the third goal would be really important. We wanted to come out and continue what we did first half, but I thought Sunderland came out, and all credit to them, made it extremely difficult for us, got a really early goal and made it a little bit nervy. But I think the character of the players to stay in it, make it really important decisions at important times. We could have gone and got another goal where we hit the post at the end to make it a little bit easy on ourselves for the last 5 minutes. But, to come away 2-1 from here today is massively important. The 3 points were huge, and a really good first half to build on for next week.
Mel, some real fight in the second half, but ultimately defeat today. What's your reaction to it?
Yeah, I thought we were really slow to get out the blocks in the first half. I thought, we looked like a team who hadn't had a game for 3 weeks, and that was disappointing. But I thought the turnaround in the second half was much more like a Sunderland performance.
What can you take from that fight back and resilience going into the final day and beyond?
I think the second half shows that we can compete with anyone. We had opportunities. The goal that we scored was really good. But we give ourselves a mountain to climb in the first half by conceding them 2 goals.
You mentioned that goal. How important was it to come out in the second half and give this stadium of light crowd something to cheer?
Yeah, I think, ultimately everyone was disappointed in there at half time. That wasn't a true Sunderland performance, and, it took with that 45 minutes really to get going and getting up to the speed and the intensity of the game. And I think scoring early give us a chance to then go after another. And I think you see the nervousness of Crystal Palace and the slow restart and taking the ball to the corners. Ultimately their game management was good, and we just needed that little bit more of a push.
Ashley, a vital goal from you in a win which secures Palace at least a top 3 finish. Give us your thoughts after that victory.
I think we started really well. We dominated the first half. In the second half, I think we make it hard for ourselves. But earlier in the season, we would maybe give this away. And now we've got the 3 points. So I think that's the most important thing. And I think we did so well throughout the whole season. And yeah, it just pays off.
How important has that fight and resilience been in this promotion push?
I think really important. As you can see, this league is crazy. Everyone can win from everyone. And we already thought it might go up to the next game. It might be the most important one. And I think this is going to be the most important one next week. So, yeah, I'm really excited.
Katie, a 2-1 defeat after a fight back in that second half. What did you make of it?
It was a tough one to take. I thought maybe we could have come away with the draw in the end, but we didn't do enough to get the second goal.